This is Mr. Brilliant York Catholic District School Board. This is the first tutorial in this series of the ones we're going to do right now. This is for contingency plan for those of you that cannot have Fusion 360 installed and we're not able to use the web version of Fusion 360. We're going to use Sketchup to do the same sort of thing. It's not quite as powerful, and it's there's a few different steps, but overall it's the same idea. It's a similar to a parametric software, other than the fact that you can't really edit too much. So we're going to go create new. Millimeters, make sure you choose millimeters. I don't want to save my current model. And first thing we're presented with is Raoul on the grass. So let's get rid of Raoul and come in here. And now we're going to go to, I want to bring it to the straight view. So we're going to draw from the side here. So we're going to go over into here, front view. And now you'll notice that it's set to, this one is set already to this. So it's a perspective view. I want to set it to the parallel projection. And shift key down, middle mouse button down, bring it into the center, and zoom in. And now we're going to start our drawing. So we're going to click the drawing line. We're going to come down to here, click there, walk up this way. We're going to go, let me see, it's 45 millimeters high. And you can see it's tiny. So zoom right in. Shift key down, middle mouse button, walk over this way, and then you come over here. We're going to make this section, I think it was 45, enter, and we're going to come down 20, over 20, this way, 20, over here 45, the same as the other side, down 45, and walk back to here. And see, now it's closed in. It's a solid, it's ready to be a solid model. It's a closed loop. To be a solid model, it has to be closed. It can't have any openings anywhere. Now what I want to do is I want to get rid of, you see these lines here, these, so you click on this over here and you drop down, and I want to get rid of the axes. The reason I'm doing that is I don't want to inadvertently draw in the middle of the air. So let's clear the axis. We don't need them. And now we're going to shift middle mouse button, come down, and we're going to make this thing into a solid. So we can click on this view here, the isometric view, which you're all familiar with. Press pull, and press pull it over, and let's make it 45 millimeters wide. So now we have a solid block. We can roll it around and look at it. It looks much the same as Fusion 360, other than the fact it's surfaces, not solids. So now I'm going to zoom out. Now what I want to do is I want to cut a channel on this end. So I'm going to create a line. Now we're going to use a different strategy here. We're going to use, if you click down here, if it's not showing already, you just click this out. We're going to grab this tape measure, and I want to make it in the center. So I want to click here and click over here, and I can see that that's 45 millimeters wide. So I want to make it exactly in the center. So we'll take 45 divided by 2, that's 22.5 millimeters. So we walk over this way, 22.5, enter, and now we've got a line in the center. Now if you hold the shift key down, the middle mouse button down, and scroll up, or sorry, just the middle mouse button, you can make sure that that's sitting on that face, because what can happen is it can be above the face and then it won't work correctly. So if you look, if you scroll in, you can roll around, you can see, yes, in fact, it's there and it's even all the way. So now what I want to do is I want to create the width. Using this as the center, I'm going to make a channel 20 millimeters wide. So 10 in either direction. So click on that, walk back this way, 10 millimeters. This one, walk this way, 10 millimeters. And then click on this line here and walk him in 10 millimeters. Now what I'm going to do is I can use the drawing tool, or I can use the rectangle tool. Either one, doesn't matter. So in this case, we'll use the rectangle tool. Click on this one, and it's rectangle. And we're going to see how it's blue. You'll know it's sitting on the right face when it's blue. So you're going to click here. Whoop. Click on here. Walk over this way. And we've got it done. Now we're going to press pull tool. Grab this. Zoom around to this. I'm going to come right down so that it touches that line, and then it'll cut it out. And then we'll do the same on the other end. We'll do the same sort of thing. There's a mirror command we can use, but I'm just going to draw it the same way as I did this one. The first two lines are already there because they're gone all the way across. All we need is this line to come back this way, 10 millimeters. And then we can come in. This time we use the drawing tool. And I'm going to draw from here to here to here to here and back. Press pull tool, grab that thing, And you can see I can go various depths. I can set to 20 millimeters or whatever. But in this case, I'm going to go all the way through again, click that edge, and there it comes. So that's the first tutorial. Let's walk through that. And the next one we come back, I'll add some stuff to this.